Hey, it's DUSKO. I'm here again with Warp Academy to show you more Serum power features. Today we're going to show you how to take this sound and turn it into this sound using FM synthesis inside of Serum. But just before we get into this tutorial, I want to tell you about something really sweet. We just launched a free Serum power features course. We're going to go over the aspects of Serum that keep us going back to it over and over again. We're going to give you a number of free downloads with this course too. Free Serum presets, Serum wavetables, Ableton project files, and Ableton racks. Click the link below and you'll get more information about the free course. Let's get into this tutorial now. Without a doubt, Serum's main draw is the ability to create custom wavetables out of any sound. But it's the fact that you can use those custom wavetables as an FM source that really captivates Serum's true potential. In Serum, not only can you use custom wavetables as your FM source, you can also drop any audio sample into the noise oscillator and use that as an FM source. This lends to a whole world of possibilities. So let's open up Serum. Alright, this is one of the pads that I made that didn't actually make it onto Darkside Funk. Let's listen to it. I'm going to go to the effects page and turn off the compressor, the delay, and the reverb. That'll make doing this tutorial a lot easier. So now we're going to go to the oscillator page and talk about all the different FM sources that you have available to you inside of Serum. The ability to use FM synthesis inside of Serum is definitely one of my favorite things. You can string up two FM sources by routing oscillator A or B to one another, but your third option is the choice between your sub-oscillator or noise oscillator. And the simple fact that you can put any sound into Serum's noise oscillator and turn it into an FM source allows for unique surprises with every experiment. If you go down to your Warp pop-up menu, you can see that you can choose between FM from oscillator A, FM from noise oscillator, and FM from sub-oscillator. In this case, oscillator B has an FM source from oscillator A, and oscillator A has an FM source from the sub-oscillator. Just to give you an example of the noise oscillator, let's switch oscillator A's FM source from the sub-oscillator to the noise oscillator. We turn on the noise oscillator, put the level to 0. That way you won't hear it, you'll only hear the modulation. And first we'll bypass LFO1's modulation so you can get a clear understanding of the effect that it's having. We're going to go back to the original preset and once again turn off the effects that are affecting our pad's tail. Alright, after you've chosen your FM source, you got to choose your waveform. You could use complex waveforms. I like to start with the basic shapes. Different waveforms have different qualities to them, and this is especially so when modulating one waveform's frequency with another waveform. I find that experimentation is key to finding what you enjoy most. I've just now gone ahead and changed oscillator A's waveform to the basic shapes preset. Take a look at it, you can see it's a number of different basic shapes. You'll hear that when the mod source is different, it sounds different. Let's remove that modulation to get control over this. I'm just going to turn down oscillator A's level so you can only hear the modulated frequency. Now let's change oscillator B's wavetable position. Now we're going to go over the pitch relationship between oscillator A and oscillator B. I like to start with octaves. And mess with the semitones. Makes a huge difference. Finally, we can get into the pitch relationship between multiple FM sources and how they affect the sound. Sometimes it sounds bad, sometimes it sounds great, and that's the fun of FM synthesis. Alright, let's review our pro tips. In pro tip 1, you were shown that Serum has different FM sources. That includes oscillator A, B, sub-oscillator, and the noise oscillator. Pro tip 2, you were shown that different waveforms complement each other. I like to start with the basic shapes and then move on to more advanced waveforms in FM synthesis. In pro tip 3, you're shown that the pitch relationship between your FM sources and destinations makes a huge difference. I like to start with the octaves and then move on to semitones and synths. Don't forget to check out our free Serum course, just click that link down below.